Hello YouTube, this is Dawn from Daretobecreative, and I am here with Tim Tuesday's collaboration hosted by none other than Tina from TellHimthanku and a group of other collaborators that are listed below, and those awesome collaborators links will be down below, so please like and subscribe to the channel. I guarantee you will be inspired, and that's the whole point of a collab, is getting a group of people with different diverse views on things and styles. Some will be steampunk, shabby chic, vintage, clean and simple, whatever, and coming together to show you how they interpret their project. So only thing we're restricted to is using Tim Holtz. So we're going to be using Tim Holtz for every Tuesday for the month of July. So you get 4 episodes out of us. And I didn't mention this in my intro, was that we also going to be giving away a surprise. So every channel will be giving away something different, and you got to be subscribed to that channel. I don't know all the rules for each channel, but I'm pretty sure you have to be subscribed, and you got to like and comment on the channel. So I know for me that you have to be. So I want you to make sure you subscribe to everyone else's channel, so that doesn't negate you from being a winner. And I don't know which video I'm going to choose from, and I don't know my giveaway yet. So, but it would be something. So, probably some, extra stuff that I always purchase extra stuff and keep it put to the side, or money, whatever, but we'll see. But I'm going to show you what I used today, and I used a variety of stuff, a lot of Tim. Only thing I didn't use for Tim was some cardstock, which you won't even be able to see in my project, but everything else is Tim's. So I had to go into my closet and pull out some of my Biggs dies. I pulled out my Biggs die cutting thing, and I also pulled this one out, which is the picture wheel. This was one of my moving, not the Biggs die. Yeah, my Biggs die to get the movers and shakers unit, so I can use this airplane, and it's called just make sure it's called mini airplane and cloud. But sometimes the names ain't already what they are. Of course, I got the 60% off when I got that one. I use these 3 stamp sets. I use each one of these and fussy cut those out, and this one is actually called, does it have a name on it? I'm going to see a name. Oh, it says Mariner back stamp. Okay. That's nothing to sticker off. They were all $4.99, but I'm just telling you if it has a name on it. Oh, this one's called Journey. And so I use this card, the bingo, and enjoy the journey sentiment. And this one's just called Marina. And then on this one, I use this as a background stamp, and Explore, Dream, Discover as a background stamp. And this one is called Explore. I use this collection right here. I only use one stamp out of here, and it said Virginia. And then I use his Civic Adventure words dies. I use this one. I cannot remember what my EB stand for. What is the dies that stand for EB? I don't know why. It's not Elizabeth. What's the name? Anyway, I use these edges. One of them. I use this. I gotta look at my computer database to remember who EB is. I don't know why I can't remember that. I use this car and this cruise, this boat. So of course you can see what my things are. And then I use this Destination Ideology paper that I got from Michael's. And I use his Distress Inks Walnut Stain. Whoops. These little ones, the tops come off. Spice Marmalade. Mustard Seed. Pickle Raspberry. And Peacock Feathers. And then last but not least, I use this We Are Memory Keepers 21-piece die set. I use 6 of these out of here, and I alternated. I skipped one in between, so you'll see why I use the nesting dies in just a second. And I'm trying to think if that's everything. It is. So give me 1 second to move this and I will show you what I made. Before I show you the project, I forgot to add that I did use the Found Relatives from Tuesday Mornings. I used that. I used some of these, from whichever booklet, and then I end up using more of those stickers. So I'll just jump right in and show you what I made. Simple little project. I actually had planned on doing a different binding system, and I got carried away trying to size my papers up with the right page, and you'll see why in a second that I actually ended up having to use the 3-ring home binder, and I didn't decorate the rings yet because I didn't have time, but I was going to put some charms on it, which I do have some charms, and I will show you what I just dropped down. I have some of these metal tags that have flight and stuff on it, and of course I just moved it. But you know when you move stuff you can't find them. Anyway, so it was the airplane and the globe and something else. That was my goal, to put that up here. And I know I just dropped it because I heard it fall. And then I decided to do the video, and bam. So anyway, that was what I was going to put on the side. But originally my plan was to use a binding system. Just with like these, I cut these out. I'm going to fold them in half and attach the pages, and then I was going to make my own spine on the side. But this is my first time making this, and I got carried away with making sure my nesting circles work, and that's what happened. So, and I got distracted. But again, you can still save it, because this is still an appropriate binding system that we use here in Crafty for making a mini album. But I wanted a different one. And then you can also make this with an expanding one. In fact, I put a couple videos down that I was inspired by. This is a tonal book, and this I saw it maybe like, I guess 3-4 years ago with Joggles when she came out with it, and she was selling the kits. So I wanted to try it myself, and so I got focused on making the circles and making sure my nesting circles worked, and that I ended up gluing my papers down too soon. So I just altered my binding system, but it still works. Everything is the same. So this is Explore the Journey. Again, everything is Tim Holtz. And that's that picture die in the back. That's a Virginia sticker. I fussy cut this out of the paper collection, put some gold thread there. Everything has been inked. Every layer has been inked with walnut stain and edge and everything in the entire booklet. So when you see, I don't know if you've seen the tonal booklet before, you probably have, but for this one you pretty much want to kind of keep it flat. So I did layer several dimensions here on this page, but it's flat layering. So I just put 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of ephemera. That's the people came from the people ephemera. Some stickers that came from the sticker book. And then here's all the nesting circles that go down, so you can kind of see that with each of the different layers. So this is supposed to be like I guess like a little passport book, different things that you do. It says enjoy family, and it's got the hotel stickers, the helm, it says 1 right there, and in the background every page has a ton of background stamping on it. You may not be able to see it, but it's in blue, it's in the pickled raspberry and the peacock feathers, walnut stain, and in the black. So there's, and then I did the yellow too. I did gosh, all the mustard seed and the spice marmalade. There's layered stamping that you might not be able to see because I've covered it up, but there's on every page just to give you a little bit of dimension to it, because I wanted to keep the booklet flat just so you can focus on the inner circle. So that is page 1, and I'm trying to go fast. I know you got other one that says you travel, number 2, and that's the Captain Townsend stickers. Again, you can see some of that stamping all in the background, and I fussy cut out the stamped images that I made from his stamp sets. Travel, adventure, and again stickers all over and stamping, railroad tracks, all kinds of stuff. Then here, this one says sometimes wonder, and there's another card, stickers, stamping all in the background. That's a cruise ship, and there's an anchor, and I colored these with the inks, and that the crab, and stamping here, cabin, bon voyage, that says voyage, dream, discover. So lots of background stamps. And it says explore dreams, hopes, and blessings. So things that you need to explore. And again, lots of background stamping and stickers. I fussy cut out that stamp, that one too, and I colored them with the inks and numbers and stamps and background stamping again. And this says Discover Love, Joy, and Possibility. And again, tons of background stamping. And I'm sorry, I'm way over here. I ain't never seen the pages. This is California, Florida, Expedition, Brave. Again, background stamping. Word, guys. Discover Life, Idaho, more stamps. Discover the World. And that's that, the edge dies to make the little, like, land. And that's this airplane and cloud dies. More sticky stamping and more layered stamping there. So again, that's my book, and I kept the back flat. So I'm showing you real close again because I don't know if you can see it. So, and that's the first page. Again, flat layering is what I call it. And that's the tunnel. So you can see the tunnel for all the different circles. They have about 1/4 inch each. I use every other one in my nesting one. So you want to have at least a set of 12. You can use circles, squares, arches, any kind of shape that's nesting. That's totally up to you. And you can use it in the size you want. But at least a 6x6 is helpful, but you can do 8x8, 12x12, whatever. But just pick your dies. I would say at least 1/4 inch so you can see the graduation. So that's that first page. That's the back of the first page again. And that one. So this is my first one. But again, it's not a new technique. It's not something I invented or anything. That's just the first time I made it, but I saw it years ago. And you know how stuff will get on your to-do list. And of course, Tim Holtz is the perfect one to try something like this, what I think, in the sense that, you know, I didn't have any ephemera packets, which I'm had to pick some up. I saw some on clearance. But, I guess I have a little bit more ephemera. So I don't have to do as much fussy cutting and stamping, although I enjoyed it. So again, that is my tunnel book. So check out all the wonderful ladies below. Be inspired. If you want to make one, just title it. You don't have to just title it Tim's Tuesdays Collaboration, and we will check out your channel. So thank you so much for coming over to my channel to like and watch and subscribe. I greatly appreciate your time. And again, stay tuned and participate by commenting and liking, and I will have a winner at the end of this collab. And I don't know which video it will be off, so you got to like and watch all of them. All right.